Hello guys, how's it going? Well, all you Apple fans out there, I got a special product for you. We got the iPad mini 6th generation, or Apple calls it the new iPad mini. Wow, they're so original. But all you Android people out there, you guys should just go away, click off this video. This is only for the iSheep, iFanboys, or the people that just love Apple products. I'm just kidding, don't take my sarcasm. Literally, anyone can join and watch my video. Alright, so today we'll be looking at the iPad mini 6th generation. We did an unboxing. I think Apple did a pretty good job with the packaging. And we'll take a first look at the iPad mini 6th generation. I really think Apple definitely added some nice design changes to make it a very nice buy if you're on the fence of buying an iPad mini. Alright, so before we begin, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. This helps me out. And no, I don't have any fancy animations that show the fancy button floating around or anything like that. It's just basic, but that's how I like to keep my channel. The biggest design changes is they made the display larger. Now it's 8.3 inches over the 7.9 inches. Also has a new processor. This is the A15 processor. This is the second fastest iPad currently to date. Now the iPad Pro is slightly faster with the M1 chip, but despite this guy being so tiny, it has the A15 chip. Now keep in mind the iPad Air uses the A14 chip, and the original iPad, which they still sell at $329, has the A13 chip. About the design changes, now Apple did make it more of a blockier design. They have.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Now my watch just wants to talk to me. Shh. Okay, so where was I? Alright, so Apple decided to go with more of a blockier design. Now it's very similar to like the iPad Air, where it kind of has like sharper edges. But the difference is you get 4 different colors. You can do space gray, you can do purple, you can do the new color Starlight, which is kind of like a yellowish green color, and of course you can do purple. So if you like colors, get the iPad mini or the iPad Air. Now let's talk about pricing. Yes, this guy's going to cost you an arm and leg. Now this guy, the base model is $499 with 64 gigabytes of memory without cellular connectivity. But if you jump up to this, which is 256 gigabytes with cellular connectivity, it's going to cost you $799. I know that's craziness. Now, what's interesting is there's a $150 premium over getting cellular connectivity versus non-cellular connectivity, versus if you get the other iPad lineups, it's only a $130 premium. So just keep that in mind. I don't know why Apple allowed it to be $150 versus $130. Who knows? Alright, so you can get this unlocked, or you can have it onto a carrier, either to Verizon, you can do T-Mobile, you can do AT&T. Now, I believe T-Mobile and Sprint merged together, so there's only 3 networks here in the US. Also, since this has the A15 processor, it's very quick, probably the second quickest iPad to date, minus the iPad Pro, and this guy can get up to 256 gigabytes. Sorry, there's no 512, 1 terabyte, or 2 terabyte options. So if you want more memory, I definitely recommend looking at the Pro series. Okay, let's go ahead and get this guy opened up. I want to see what the iPad mini 6 is all about. Move over the iPhone 12 Pro. Yeah, this is actually looking kind of small right now versus this mini guy. Alright, 8.3 inch display, cellular connectivity. You got 256 gigabytes of memory, 6th generation Wi-Fi cellular. I'm pretty excited. Alright, so right off the bat, this is a pretty nice looking box. I really think Apple did a great job here. Now let's just go and open up this flap, just kind of pull it. As you can see, as you're just going around here, it just kind of makes a nice, I don't know, way of opening it up. This is just plastic wrap, but really it gives you a nice impression here. Toss that over there. Okay, so let's just go and open up the top here. I think I just kind of grab from the sides and shake it. Hopefully I don't drop this on the ground. I have seen videos where people drop their brand new device on the ground. Alright, so it looks like we have a nice little covering. So we just unwrap this here. What do you guys think? Looks pretty nice. I think it's almost the same size as the previous generation. I think it's slightly skinnier, but I do notice that the bezels are a little bit bigger than the previous generation, and there's no physical home button. You actually have it on the side here. I believe, where's the home button? Up top here. which is interesting. And also, you got your volume controls right there. Looks like we do have the Apple Pin 2 support with wireless charging, and it's magnetic. So that's really, really cool. That's something you've seen on the iPad Pro. There's a USB Type-C. Now, you're probably wondering, why in the world did Apple switch from Lightning to USB Type-C? Well, there's a couple reasons or theories. For starters, with USB Type-C, you get higher output for charging. So if you have a very powerful charger, you can actually benefit from that using the Type-C cable. Also, in some countries, I can't remember what country it was, they actually mandated all electronics to be USB Type-C. So it kind of forced Apple to switch connectors. Also, it looks like we got speakers down here. There's stereo, and off to this side, there's nothing. Now, you may notice these grooves right there. That's for the cellular connectivity. They do have to make these bands to kind of separate the antenna radios. So, nano SIM card slot right there. Okay, let's go and put this aside. We'll power up in a minute. We'll see what else is included. It says designed by Apple in California. See what the literature is all about here. The iPad mini, very cool. Okay, so it kind of gives you some helpful hints. If you ever use iPhone, like the newer iPhones, you have like this gesture control. It took me about maybe 5 minutes to get used to it. But if you custom to buttons, just spend some time. There's a lot of different gestures you can do. But it doesn't take much to learn how to do it. And this is just some legal information. And this is the little SIM tool to pop it out. So make sure you save that. Alright, so I'm glad that Apple included a power brick. I know some of the products they didn't include, they just include the cable. But if you're really spending $400, $500, really they should include a power brick. Alright, so you can see this is a USB Type-C power brick on both ends. And this is our cable right there. And that's everything. Okay, let's go and just move this guy off to the side and get to the actual important thing, the iPad itself. And we'll just turn this guy on by pressing the power button. And right at the bat, I noticed I got some fingerprints right here. So my iPad is no longer shiny. I know if you guys are worried about fingerprints, I definitely recommend putting a screen cover on it, like maybe a, what do they call it, shield or invisible shield. You can just put that over there if you're worried about fingerprints. Okay, let's go and just go to the process here. English, yes, I'm in the United States. We'll just set up manually. I really do want to just set up with a new account. We'll find my network here and put in the super secret password if I can remember it. I think I got it. Let me check. Hopefully I got my password. Does it lay flat? Yeah, it does. I think there's a slight hump in the back here. And there's a front-facing camera. It looks like we do have a rear camera in the back. I can't remember what the megapixel was. If you guys can let me know. I think it was like 13 megapixels. I can't remember. There's so many specifications. So yeah, 8.3-inch display, A15 processor. You can get 64 gigabytes or 256 gigabyte configurations, either with Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi and cellular. Okay, let's just go and go. We do have Touch ID, which is up top here. So we can try that. Place our finger on there. And I think we just kind of do what we did with the iPhones. Just kind of rotate your finger a little bit until it registers. Now, one thing to note is I'm not really liking the placement of the top. I kind of wish it was to the side. I know with like the Samsung phones, it was actually right there. It makes it really handy. If you're holding the device, you just kind of naturally put your finger right there. So it's kind of a reach to put it up there. So now we're going to capture all my fingerprint by rolling it. Just kind of like this. Alright. We're almost there. Yep, that was pretty simple. And then we can add another fingerprint. We can... where's the other fingerprint? I think it's this way. Yeah, so we can do it on this side too. But it is clickable as well. Okay. Now we can create a passcode. I think I'll just do a 4-digit numeric. Do it to 000. Yeah, it's very secret. Let's do it again. 000. Guys, don't tell anyone about my password. Okay, so I just want to basically start fresh, so I'm not going to transfer any data, and we can put in our Apple password or user ID if you have one. All right, so it should take a few minutes to load. All I had to do was just link up to my Wi-Fi network, and then I can link up to my actual Apple ID with my username and password. Okay, so it looks like we're good. Let's see what else is here. We can set up cards, which are already done. So yes, this does support Apple Pay. So I like the fact that it has these widgets. Looks like we got the time. We have our um, calendar. We have the temperature right now. We turn on Wi-Fi calling and we'll enable it. Let's see. So overall, it's pretty nice. You got all your core applications. Now this is by default, but if you have an iPhone setup or existing iPad, it may look a little different. Now you can make FaceTime calls with this. You can get your messages here as well. So all you have to do is just link up your Apple account and it will link up all your messages. So that's one nice thing about Apple is if you have a computer, a laptop, either iPad, iPhone, even the Apple Watch, they all sync together, your messages, your contacts, your email, your phones as well. Okay, so it looks like we have Apple TV, we got internet browser, music player, email, gallery. Now, here's one thing I want to kind of show you is the cellular connectivity. Let's go and go into that. Let's see. I think we should be connected already because I did get this through Verizon. Let me see. How do I'm trying to figure. Okay, let's see if I disconnect it. There it goes. Yep, I have Verizon LTE. So it looks like it's already connected to Verizon. So if you happen to buy an iPad through your certified carrier, they'll actually automatically set it up. But if you get unlocked, all you have to do is just pop in your SIM card and it should register it once you have an active data plan. Okay, so it's a pretty nice interface. You can see that these are live widgets. You can see the time, you see my notes, and actually my calendar. And if you jump into it, it will actually show a more expanded view. Of course, if you don't like that, you can actually delete it. I can actually remove the stack here, and then it auto adjusts. Now, like any tablet, you can surf the web, you can browse music, you can stream music, videos. Now, with the iPad mini, I think this is great for someone who wants a small tablet, nothing too crazy big like the iPad Pro. I did have the iPad Pro, and just laying in bed, having it like a 2-pound tablet, it was definitely gets tiresome after a while. But holding this thing up, I believe it's less than a pound. It's not too bad to wheel around. And did you guys know it does fit in large cargo pants? I did try this, and yes, you can fit this iPad mini in your pockets. So you don't have to carry a bag if you wish. Okay, so I recommend this tablet over like a different tablet. Well, that's entirely up to you. If you're into the Apple ecosystem, well, I think it's a no-brainer. This is a great tablet. But if you like Android, well, you could definitely save some money getting a cheaper Android device. There's a lot of great Android devices for about a third of the price. Get them for about $200. Okay, so overall, I think I like this tablet. This is the first time I've used it, so I'll go ahead and just play around with it for a few weeks, and then I'll give you my impressions on what I think about this iPad so far. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. You guys have a great rest of the day. I'll catch you guys next time. See you later.